Across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 4:30. I'm Leighton Hewlett and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Liverpool continued their winning streak in the Champions League last night. They defeated former champions Real Madrid 2-0 to remain top of the table. Both Mo Salah and Kylian Mbappe uncharacteristically missed penalties on the 10th night at Anfield. We took to the streets to find out people's opinions whether Schlock can win a trophy in his first season at Liverpool.
No, I hope not.
Yeah, I think he does. He shows promise. I do rate him. He's not as good as Jurgen, but yeah, I rate him.
Oh, absolutely. I work with an absolute passionate Liverpool fan and he goes mental. And if you look at what happened last night in Europe, yeah, Liverpool can go all the way.
Potentially, yeah, because Liverpool are doing very well.
Yes, I do think so. Because Pep has lost 5 games in a row, so there's not much competition left.
I have absolutely no clue. I don't follow football.
Frank Lampard has been appointed as head coach of Championship club Coventry City. Former England and Chelsea midfielder has signed on a 2.5-year deal for the club. The Sky Blues currently sit 17th in the Championship with only 2 points clear of the relegation zone, and Lampard has said the stakes are high at Coventry. Aston Villa were left disappointed following last night's Champions League game. Villa's Morgan Rogers scored at the death, however VAR overturned the decision due to a foul on the keeper, leading the game to end in a draw. The Villains sit 9th, 1 point from 5th with 3 games left to play in the group stage. England's bowlers have work to do as their test match against New Zealand resumes tonight. The Black Caps go into day 2 on 319 for 8. England spinner Shoaib Bashir has taken 4 wickets in the first innings. He said he's happy with England's current setup.
The national anthem for the last time, like a professional, have been, very special. And then, of course, a little bit of mixed feelings makes the things a little bit more difficult.
Sri Lanka were bowled out for their lowest ever test score in South Africa earlier. The Priorities skilled the visitors for just 42 in 13.5 overs in Durban. Marco Jansen took a career best figures of 7 for 13 as Sri Lanka replied to South Africa's 191. Only 2 Sri Lanka batters made it into double figures. Former athletics commentator Paul Dickinson has died aged 74. Dickinson specialised in the hammer throw and sliding sports over 2 decades for the BBC. He commentated on every summer and winter Olympics from 1992 to 2014. Dickinson is one of only 5 BBC commentators to call Team GB gold medals in both the summer and winter Olympics. The UK anti-doping agency will not appeal Conor Benn's doping suspension drop. The 28-year-old was banned in 2022 for testing positive twice before his fight against Chris Eubank Jr. This led to the fight being cancelled. Ben is looking for a fresh start into boxing following a 23-0 record. Women's tennis number 2 has been banned for a month following drugs test. Iga Swiatek tested positive for the banned heart medication in August 2024. TMZ is caused by the contamination of non-prescription medication. The International Tennis Integrity Agency accepted Swiatek bears no ill intent fault for the positive test. A senior steward has been fired by the FIA has claimed the F1's governing bodies are running out of people to do jobs. Tim Mayer, who was fired this week, commented after the deputy Formula 2 race director has also left the FIA. Mayer added the controversial decision to punish F1 drivers for swearing came directly from the FIA president Mohammed Ben Saeem. Mercedes reserve driver Mick Schumacher is set to leave his role at the end of 2024. The German, who is the son of the 7-time world champion Michael Schumacher, has been with the team for over 2 years, having previously raced for Haas in F1. The reserve role at Mercedes is expected to be filled with Valtteri Bottas, who raced with the team from 2017 to 2021. The Welsh lock Adam Beard will miss the start of the 2025 Six Nations. Adam Beard was ruled out for 3 months following an injury sustained in a 52-20 defeat to Australia. The injury means Baird will miss Wales' opening 2 fixtures of next year's Six Nations against France in Paris and Italy in Rome, at the very least. Dame Catherine Granger has been voted as the new chair of the British Olympic Association. The former Olympian won 5 gold medals for Team GB in the rowing to become the first woman to win this many successive medals in GB history. Granger replaces Sir Hugh Robertson to become the first woman ever to hold the position. We are joined with Solent netball star Darcy Harris-Norman following their win over the Exeter Sixers. This game took the Solent Uni side top of the league, handing their opponents their first loss of the season. Firstly, congrats on the victory.
Thank you.
following the win, what are the biggest positives to take from this game, and if so, what are the negatives that you can work on?
The biggest positives from this game is in training the week before we focused on our set plays, which worked effectively in our match, and our improvements for the next game would be make sure we're clearing and allowing for drives instead of all clustering on court.
Quite convincing win of 60-42 at any moment. Was there a site where you thought you could have lost the game?
No, we had a great start to the game, and we knew we had real high belief in ourselves, and we knew that we needed to start how we wanted to finish.
You have your final game of the year coming up against Bournemouth on the 4th of December. How do you move onto this game to ensure you win?
Well, we're looking to go into the Christmas break on a high. We'll need to go into the game with the same mentality and not overconfident, as Bournemouth is still a good team.
Thank you and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That's all from me this hour. I'll be back with more tomorrow. Remember, you can keep up to date